Mindset Alchemy, The Science of Transforming Your Thoughts into Wealth and Success. By Sean Young. Published by The Growth Reads. Introduction, The Secret Formula for Effortless Achievement. What if I told you that your thoughts alone have the power to shape your entire life, from your relationships to your wealth to your deepest fulfilled desires? It may sound like magic, but there's cutting-edge science behind this startling truth. Your mind is the most powerful tool in your possession, capable of transforming your identity and reality at the deepest levels. In this audiobook, you'll discover the scientific secrets behind harnessing your mind to effortlessly achieve your wildest dreams through advanced mindset techniques, success habits of icons, and identity-based transformation strategies. Drawing on the latest research in neuroscience, cognitive psychology, and peak performance, you'll gain the knowledge and practical tools needed to reconfigure your mental patterns for automatic success and abundance. If you've ever felt held back by self-doubt, lack of motivation, or the nagging sense that you're not living up to your full potential, you're not alone. Even the world's top achievers, from billionaire entrepreneurs to gold medal Olympians, had to conquer these same internal obstacles to reach the pinnacles of success. Their secret? Mastering their mindsets. And in this step-by-step guide, you'll learn exactly how to think like the icons and high-performers, reprogramming your subconscious for unstoppable achievement. Get ready to unlock your unlimited potential as we embark on this transformative journey together. By the final chapter, you'll wield the Mindset Alchemy formula to transmute your deepest desires and dreams into your waking reality. Let's dive in and discover your destiny waiting within. Chapter 1, The Neuroscience of Self-Made Success. What separates the mega-successful from the rest? While factors like skill, resources, and networks play a role, the ultimate factor is something more fundamental than all those: mindset. How you think, perceive, and interpret your reality and potential forms the bedrock from which all success and achievement grows. At the core, your consistent thoughts and beliefs literally shape the physical structure of your brain through a process called neuroplasticity. Every thought causes groups of neurons to wire together into networks. The more you repeat a thought pattern, the stronger that neural network becomes, eventually forming mental superhighways that automate your perspective and behaviors. This is why shifting your habitual thought patterns is the master key to transforming your identity and outcomes from the inside out. When you change your internal representation of reality, reality itself mirrors that internal model. It's not just beautiful philosophy, it's backed by hard neuroscience. World-class performers and self-made successes leverage this knowledge to intentionally wire their brains for peak achievement, abundance, and fulfillment. They mold their neural networks through cutting-edge tools like visualization and mental rehearsal, affirmations and incantations, high-performance rituals and routines, reframing setbacks as opportunities, taking 100% responsibility for their results. Through these techniques, icons train their brains to expect and create success by default, as an automatic process. They make achievement their normal state of being rather than a someday fantasy. And in doing so, their subconscious minds become finely tuned compasses guiding them to their desired destinations 24/7. But you don't need to be famous or a superachiever to apply this elite mental alchemy. Anyone can harness neuroplasticity to install the self-made success mindset, including you starting today. Let's try it now with your first practical exercise. Practical: priming your mind for automatic success. Here's a simple way to start rewiring your brain for success and positivity. Upon waking each morning, immediately flood your mind with thoughts, images, and expectations of good things coming to you that day, both large and small. Really feel the positive feelings of receiving abundance in all forms. Repeat power phrases with emotional intensity like, "Amazing opportunities find me today, I am a magnet for miracles, incredible people desire to help me succeed." Fully embrace the essence of these statements. Vividly visualize yourself going through your day, encountering the right people and resources to move your goals forward. See yourself confidently handling any challenges with grace. Anchor this optimistic state by doing a physical action like snapping your fingers or pressing your thumb and index fingers together while smiling. Breath in the energy of inevitable good fortune flowing to you. Repeat this 2 to 3 minute process daily for at least 30 days to make it an ingrained habit. Observe how much easier and more frequently success seems to find you. This simple mental priming practice jumpstarts your brain to scout for and expect positivity, serendipity, and success each day, magnetizing those very things into your experience. It works because neurons that fire together wire together. By consistently triggering the neural networks of optimism and achievement, you light up those pathways, making them your brain's go-to patterns. As you progress through this audiobook mastering the techniques in each chapter, you'll take this initial brain training to the next level, literally connecting the neural dots into a holistic mental matrix fully calibrated for automatic abundance and success in every aspect of life. You'll quickly start noticing how much faster and easier your desires seem to materialize in reality, with far less effort and force than ever before. It's like a superpower that grows stronger every time you use it. Are you feeling excited to uncover more of the neuroscience behind inevitable success? Let's raise the bar and explore the Millionaire Mindset Code next. Chapter 2: Unraveling the Millionaire Mindset Code. While we all desire financial freedom and abundance, very few people actually achieve it. According to the latest statistics, only 1% of the global population can call themselves millionaires, despite the majority dreaming of that status. But this elite group holds a treasure map to wealth that anyone can follow, if you know how to decipher it. You see, the secret to joining the ranks of the rich isn't working harder, getting lucky, or coming from the right family. While those can help, the real differentiator is the millionaire mindset. It's a specific way of thinking and being that wealth builders have spent years, often decades, sharpening into an art and science. I know because I used to be on the opposite end of that spectrum, drowning in debt and lack. No matter how many extra hours I put in at the office or side hustles I tried, my bank balance refused to budge. That is, until I had a major realization that changed my financial trajectory forever. At a conference, I had the fortune of hearing a self-made multimillionaire share his rags-to-riches story on stage. The one line that struck me like lightning was this: you can never outperform your self-identity and internal operating system. Elevate those first and riches are effortless. In that instant, it dawned on me that my plateaued finances had nothing to do with my external actions and everything to do with my internal programming. At my core, I saw myself as someone destined to struggle and experienced money as scarce and hard to come by. With that disempowering mental operating system, of course wealth eluded me. To dramatically boost my income, I had to first upgrade the wealth blueprints in my subconscious. I studied how iconic millionaires and billionaires structured their psychology around money and abundance. I immersed myself in their memoirs, interviews, and teachings to model their mindsets. Some universal themes emerged. Unshakable belief in their ability to generate wealth. Seeing money as a loyal friend that wants to multiply. Viewing value creation for others as the path to riches. Unyielding focus on income-producing activities. Making decisions from the future, not the past. Surrounding themselves with prosperity-minded people. By adopting these empowering philosophies and making them my default ways of being, I transformed my relationship with money at the deepest level. I stopped subconsciously sabotaging myself and instead began magnetizing abundance from every direction. My income skyrocketed 10x within a year, catapulting me into the top 1% of earners and forever liberating me financially. Now, I'm excited to share a powerful technique that helped me install the millionaire mindset at my core, so you too can rewrite your internal wealth scripts and attract money instead of chasing it. This simple practice is almost like meditation, but with a millionaire twist. Practical, millionaire meditation. Here's how to hardwire your mind to automatically generate wealth and abundance. 1. Sit or lie down in a quiet, distraction-free space. Close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths to relax your body and mind. 2. Visualize a radiant ball of golden light hovering just above your head, shimmering with the energy of pure abundance and prosperity. Really see and feel its magnetic pull. 3. Imagine this luminous orb slowly descending into the top of your head, flooding your entire brain with the vibration of wealth. Picture it dissolving any scarcity beliefs and upgrading your mind into a millionaire magnet. 4. Silently repeat empowering phrases like, I am a money master, I deserve and expect riches, I think and grow rich, I am an unstoppable force of value creation, I earn, save, invest and enjoy money with ease. 5. Sense the orb of abundance now flowing down into your heart, infusing it with the unshakable conviction that attracting wealth is your natural birthright. Feel a deep knowing that you are destined for financial greatness. 6. Let that energy of affluence now stream through the rest of your body, anchoring the millionaire mindset in every cell, molecule and atom of your being. Embrace it as your new normal state. 7. Slowly open your eyes and carry that internal state of wealth throughout your day, seeing the world through the lens of limitless possibility and abundance everywhere. This meditative process literally entrains your body and subconscious to the frequency of wealth, shifting you into the millionaire mindset at your core. The more you practice it, the more your neurology will create those grooves of abundance and align your entire being with prosperity. Try it for at least 7 days in a row and notice how much more easily and frequently financial opportunities start to flow to you. It's not magic, it's applied wealth psychology with a metaphysical twist. When you change the internal, the external cannot help but follow suit. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the motivation matrix that high achievers use to sustain peak performance and productivity no matter what. Never run out of drive again as you discover how to activate your desire engine at will. But what if you could summon laser-focused drive and determination at the snap of a finger, anytime and anyplace? What if procrastination and lack of discipline became distant memories, replaced by an unquenchable thirst to make steady progress on your most meaningful missions? The world's top performers already do this, channeling inexhaustible reservoirs of motivation that seem almost superhuman. Their secret lies in one of the most overlooked aspects of achievement psychology, the motivation matrix. At its core, the motivation matrix is a collection of specific mental and emotional triggers that ignite the engines of ambition and action-taking at will. The matrix is composed of 2 dimensions, push and pull factors. Push factors are internal mechanisms that generate forward momentum and drive behavior from within, including connecting goals to a greater purpose and mission, making success a matter of identity and integrity, anchoring peak states and positive emotions to action, short-term rewards and incentives for goal achievement, accountability and social support systems. Pull factors are external elements that attract and draw you toward desirable outcomes and endpoints, amplifying the appeal of taking action now. Some examples include vividly visualizing the dream realized in the future, publicly declaring commitments and burning bridges, creating environmental cues and reminders of goals, leveraging deadlines and time pressure as a propellant, celebrating small wins and milestones along the way. By intentionally plugging these motivational mechanics into their daily lives, icons generate a perpetual flow of inspired action, keeping them joyfully engaged and energized on their journeys. They transcend the need for fleeting bursts of enthusiasm or naive hopes, instead installing a concrete framework for consistent follow-through. But perhaps the most potent element in the matrix for sustaining motivation against all odds is the power of purpose. When you deeply connect your goals and aspirations to a mission bigger than yourself, improving the lives of others, leaving a legacy, pushing humanity forward, you tap into the very current of creation itself. Your efforts become about more than personal glorification. You're swept up in and fueled by a cause that summons the highest and best from within you. Navy SEALs, for example, endure what's considered the most grueling training on the planet to serve their country and protect the innocent. It's that commitment to a purpose that pushes them far beyond perceived limits. Purpose makes the pursuit sacred. It elevates you from a task doer to a world changer. With a big enough why lighting the way, any how becomes possible. So let's look at how you can engage this elite aspect of motivation mastery starting today. Practical, triggering motivation on demand. Ready to summon unstoppable drive in an instant? Try this Navy SEAL mental toughness technique. 1. Choose a specific goal or task you've been procrastinating on or struggling to take consistent action toward. It could be a project, fitness regimen, skill to learn, business to build, etc. 2. Ask yourself, how does achieving this meaningfully serve others and contribute value to the world? Go beyond surface answers and dig for the deeper purpose. Will it inspire, heal, educate, protect, support, uplift, or enrich lives? 3. Vividly visualize all the people your success will positively impact. See their faces, hear their words of gratitude, feel the ripple effect of your victory. Really step into the feeling of being a force for good. 4. Mentally contrast that with the cost of you not following through. Picture those you could have helped being worse off, opportunities lost, a less luminous version of the future. Viscerally feel how much is at stake in your ability to persevere. 5. Reconnect with your big why for this goal and let it rekindle the fire of motivation within you. Feel that burning desire to push through any limitation for the sake of your mission. Know that you're tapping into an infinite source of inspired action. 6. Anchor this peak state of motivation by doing a physical gesture like pounding your heart and repeating, I will not let them down, I'm unstoppable. Breathe and radiate the energy of determination. 7. Immediately take action, no matter how small, to build momentum. With every step, feel the motivation fueling you from the inside out. Keep your greater purpose at the forefront of your mind. Whenever you feel your motivation starting to slip, simply repeat this process to trigger the state of effortless action on demand. Over time, it will become your new normal for approaching any endeavor. As you master this technique along with the other mechanics of the matrix, you'll find that you've harnessed motivation as an internal force on your command, independent of external circumstances or validation. You'll tear through to-do lists, set personal bests, and make quantum leaps on your goals faster than you imagined possible, all sourced from an endless wellspring of purpose-driven passion. Next up, we'll explore the cognitive psychology of confidence, how to reclaim your natural birthright of unconditional self-assuredness. If self-doubt has ever held you back, you'll want to pay special attention to our next chapter. Chapter 4, The Cognitive Keys to Unshakable Confidence. If there's one thing that separates those who dream from those who do, it's confidence, that deep trust and faith in oneself to handle anything life throws at you, learn from it, and keep moving in the direction of your highest potential and desires. Confidence is the emotional rocket fuel that powers every significant accomplishment and breakthrough in human history. But for many of us, genuine confidence can feel hard to come by. Even if we enjoy occasional glimmers of self-assuredness, one mistake or harsh word from someone else can shatter it in an instant. We tie our confidence to external factors like achievements, approval, or appearance, building our self-worth on fragile foundations that leave us riding the emotional roller coaster of ego validation. But what if you could uncover the scientific secret to unshakable confidence and self-esteem that remains rock solid in the face of any adversity? What if you could silence your inner critic once and for all and operate from a place of peaceful conviction in your enoughness and capability? Welcome to the counterintuitive world of confidence psychology, where the latest research reveals the keys to becoming your own unshakable source of self-worth. At its foundation, lasting confidence arises from a fundamental identity shift, from seeking approval and security from the outside world to sourcing them unconditionally from within yourself. You see, most people live with the Damocles sword of self-doubt perpetually over their heads, ready to slice their self-esteem to shreds at the first sign of floundering or failure. Their missteps become daggers of negative self-talk that diminish their sense of worth and value. The cognitive antidote is realizing a profound yet simple truth: you are not your results. Your intrinsic worth remains untarnished regardless of your performance, productivity, or popularity on any given day. You are already whole and worthy by virtue of being alive. That is your default setting. No external metric or life circumstance can alter that irreducible fact. When you disentangle your confidence from transient outcomes and anchor it instead in your unassailable essence, you become emotionally bulletproof. Minor setbacks and stumbles no longer send you spiraling into self-flagellation. You view them as inevitable learning curves on the journey of growth, extracting the lessons and moving on even stronger. More importantly, you cultivate compassionate resilience, the ability to be kind to yourself when you're struggling, extend yourself grace when you fall short, and treat yourself like you would a dear friend facing challenges. This is perhaps the most overlooked yet vital key to sustainable self-assuredness. Think about it: if a loved one was feeling insecure or disheartened, would you berate and belittle them? Of course not. You'd comfort and encourage them, reminding them of their strengths and how much you believe in their potential. That's exactly how you must learn to relate to yourself, especially in times of doubt. The science supports this too. Studies show that self-compassion, not self-criticism, is the true fertilizer for confidence and resilience. By meeting your missteps with kindness instead of harshness, you transmute them into fuel for self-improvement, not self-destruction. Another crucial aspect of unshakable confidence is managing your mind, becoming the master of your thoughts instead of their slave. You must realize that your mind, while a powerful tool, is also a masterful storyteller that weaves tall tales and false narratives around neutral events, casting you as the flawed protagonist. As you believe these limiting stories, you infuse them with emotions that then drive disempowering behaviors, forming a self-fulfilling feedback loop. But as the Stoic philosophers recognized centuries ago, you always have a choice in how you perceive and respond to life circumstances. In any moment, you can detach from negative thought loops, examine them objectively, and consciously choose a perspective that supports your well-being and goals. You can rewrite the mental scripts that have kept you feeling small and step into a more expansive story, one rooted in your innate resilience and limitless potential. Let's explore how you can start strengthening your confidence muscles now with a practical technique used by peak performers worldwide. Practical, 10-second trick to instant confidence in any situation. Anytime you feel self-doubt, anxiety, or insecurity creeping in, use this simple yet potent reframing exercise to quickly recenter in courage. 1. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. As you exhale, mentally zoom out to a bird's-eye view of the situation causing you tension. 2. Ask yourself empowering questions like: how might I view this through the lens of a challenge to grow from versus a threat to fear? What would my highest and wisest self advise me to do here? What strengths and inner resources can I draw upon to navigate forward? How can I extend my self-understanding and encourage myself like I would a beloved friend? 3. Notice how your perception starts to shift as you adopt this larger, more compassionate vantage point. Challenging moments morph into opportunities to practice emotional agility and expand beyond your comfort zone. 4. Vividly imagine embodying the perspective of your most confident, capable, and courageous self. How would you breathe, stand, speak, and conduct yourself from this persona? Really step into those states. 5. Mentally rehearse moving through the situation from this empowered identity. See yourself taking aligned action with poise and self-assurance, appreciating yourself for showing up fully. 6. Silently repeat affirmations like: I am enough, I can handle anything, I believe in myself, I've overcome tougher things before, I choose faith over fear. Feel the self-trust build with each repetition. 7. When you feel anchored in authentic confidence, open your eyes and carry this energy forward into your day, knowing you have everything within you to rise to any occasion with grace. In our next chapter, we'll dive into the art and science of focus, how to harness the full capacity of your brainpower to accomplish your grandest ambitions with lightning efficiency. If you've ever struggled with distraction or difficulty concentrating for long periods, you won't want to miss this. Chapter 5: Harnessing the Neuroscience of Unbeatable Focus. In the age of endless digital distractions and ever shorter attention spans, focus has become the ultimate commodity and competitive advantage. The ability to hone your mind to a razor's edge, laser in on what matters most, and execute with unwavering concentration is what separates the good from the great, the dreamers from the doers. But for so many of us, genuine focus feels like an elusive unicorn we're forever chasing. No sooner do we start an important project or task than we find our minds wandering to social media notifications, irrelevant tangents, or the siren song of procrastination. Hours fly by in a haze of half-hearted effort and sporadic progress, leaving us frustrated and behind the eight ball. If this sounds painfully familiar, know that you're not alone, and it's not entirely your fault. Our brains, while miraculous marvels of evolution, are also ancient hardware operating in a brand new world of unrelenting stimuli and distractions. We're constantly bombarded by bright lights, beeping gadgets, and endless content vying for our attention. It's no wonder deep focus can feel like an uphill battle. But what if you could rewire your brain for superhuman concentration and productivity, developing an unbeatable focus that cuts through distraction like a hot knife through butter? What if you could summon flow states and undivided attention on command, tapping into your fullest cognitive capacities to make massive headway on your goals? As it turns out, the world's top performers and thinkers already do this, and emerging neuroscience has decoded their secrets. At the heart of unshakable focus lies a phenomenon cognitive researchers call directed attention, the capacity to intentionally concentrate your brainpower on one target for extended periods and resist competing stimuli. You see, contrary to popular belief, focus is not some innate gift possessed by a select few. It's a suite of trainable skills and habits that anyone can cultivate by understanding core aspects of brain function. With the right tools and practices, you can literally reshape your neural architecture to support sustained attention and peak productivity. One of the foundational keys to building ironclad focus is working with, not against, your brain's natural rhythms and limitations. Cognitive scientists have discovered that our minds operate in ultradian cycles throughout the day, alternating periods of high and low alertness. By syncing tasks to these cycles, you harness your biology to maximize focus. During our peak attention windows, usually the first few hours after waking, our prefrontal cortex, the brain's control center, is primed for deep work and complex problem solving. This is the ideal time to tackle your most cognitively demanding tasks: strategic planning, analysis, content creation, skill acquisition. Conversely, during our energy troughs, typically early to mid-afternoon for most, the brain craves rest and rejuvenation. Trying to force focus during these lulls is like swimming against a riptide, exhausting and largely futile. Instead, experts advise using these periods for less concentration-intensive activities like administrative duties, meetings, errands, or exercise. Another game-changing insight from neuroscience is the power of single-tasking over multitasking. For years, we've been sold the myth that juggling multiple tasks at once boosts productivity. In reality, the opposite is true. Our brains, while marvels, are terrible multitaskers. Every time we switch between tasks, it incurs a heavy cognitive cost known as attention residue. Fragments of our focus remain stuck on the previous activity, slowing us down and increasing errors. Multitasking can actually make us up to 40% less efficient overall. The antidote? Deliberately monotasking, doggedly directing all your brainpower to a single objective for a sustained block of time, free from distraction or competing priorities. This allows you to efficiently load all the relevant info into your working memory, find your flow, and make significant progress before mental fatigue sets in. Let's look at how you can start harnessing your focus superpowers with a practical technique used by some of the world's sharpest minds. Practical: banishing brain fog and finding your flow state. Ready to reclaim your concentration and get more done in less time? Try this simple science-backed method. 1. Choose your highest impact task or project for the day, something that requires deep work and advances your most meaningful goals. 2. Eliminate all external distractions and temptations, silence your phone, close out of irrelevant browser tabs, tidy your workspace. Create an environment primed for productivity. 3. Set a focused work block of 25 to 90 minutes, depending on the task. Commit to monotasking with 100% attention for this full period. Use a timer if needed. 4. Take a few deep breaths and mentally affirm your intention to remain focused and undistracted. Visualize yourself totally engrossed in the task, the rest of the world fading away. 5. Dive into your work with relaxed yet determined concentration. If your mind wanders, gently redirect it back to the task at hand. Immerse yourself in the process, not the result. 6. When you notice your attention starting to dip, take a restorative break, stretch, hydrate, step outside, do some deep breathing. Give your brain the rest it needs to reboot. 7. Repeat this work-rest cycle throughout your day, tackling bite-sized chunks of important tasks with singular focus. Over time, this cadence will feel like second nature. As you practice this technique, you'll notice a profound shift in your productivity and output. You'll slice through your to-do list in record time, with a sharper, clearer, more creative focus. Distractions that once derailed you for hours will lose their grip, unable to penetrate your fortress of concentration. More importantly, you'll train your brain to drop into flow states with greater ease and frequency, those magical moments of total absorption where your skills and challenges align, time seems to stop, and your best work pours through you effortlessly. In flow, you'll accomplish in an hour what used to take half a day. The cumulative gains of recovering your focus are game-changing over time. You'll smash through major milestones, finish passion projects with ample energy to spare, and gain a reputation as someone who delivers with excellence, every time. While others frantically spin their wheels, you'll speed straight to the heart of what matters most. As you continue mastering the art and science of unbeatable focus, you'll elevate your performance in every domain of life, from career to creativity to connections with those you love. You'll experience a profound peace in being truly present, immersed and engaged moment by moment. Next up, we'll explore another linchpin of high achievement you might not expect, the psychology of productivity. Because contrary to popular belief, doing more in less time has little to do with the latest tech or hacks, and everything to do with your internal world. Get ready to have your mind blown. Chapter 6: Mastering the Psychology of Productivity. What comes to mind when you think about productivity? If you're like most, your brain conjures images of to-do lists, calendar apps, and time management hacks, all the external systems and strategies for maximizing your output and efficiency. And while these tools certainly have their place, they're ultimately accessories to a much more mission-critical element of high performance, your psychology. You see, at its core, personal productivity is an inside job, an expression of your internal world of thoughts, beliefs, and self-identity. You can have the most cutting-edge software and well-intentioned routines, but if you're dragging around mental scripts of procrastination, perfectionism, or unworthiness, you'll be fighting an uphill battle to get things done with ease and excellence. The world's most prolific achievers understand this crucial truth, that real productivity begins between your ears, not on your calendar. They've mastered the art and science of hacking their own psychology to eliminate inner roadblocks, harness intrinsic motivation, and consistently show up as their most efficient, effective selves. And now, modern cognitive research is validating these principles, revealing the key mindset shifts and habits that unlock our fullest potential for focused execution and flow. By integrating these evidence-based insights, you too can liberate your innate capacities for clarity, consistency, and inspired action-taking, no matter the task at hand. Perhaps the most foundational element of a high-performance psychology is what Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck calls a growth mindset, the deeply held belief that your abilities, intelligence, and traits are malleable and can be developed through effort and experience. With a growth mindset, you view challenges as opportunities to learn, setbacks as springboards for resilience, and failures as feedback to improve. Contrast this with a fixed mindset, where you see your qualities as static and immutable. You're either smart or you're not, talented or talentless, successful or doomed. A fixed mindset frames obstacles as threats to your sense of self, leading to avoidance, defensiveness, and stagnation. It's the ultimate glass ceiling on your productivity. But when you adopt a growth orientation, you unleash a cascade of empowering behaviors and thought patterns. You embrace discomfort as a sign you're expanding your capabilities. You pursue mastery over validation. You focus on the process, not just results. You prioritize progress over perfection. In short, you step into the identity of someone who is wired for continuous evolution and achievement. Another game-changing shift for productivity is reframing discipline and willpower as largely misguided myths. For decades, we've been told that the key to following through on our goals is just muscling up more self-control and determination. But leading behavior change experts like B.J. Fogg argue that relying on willpower is a failing strategy. It's a depletable resource that inevitably runs dry. The real secret to consistent action? Designing your environment and habits to make progress feel effortless and automatic. This means strategically engineering your surroundings to eliminate distractions and temptations, while making desired behaviors as frictionless as possible. It's about harnessing the power of convenience and contextual cues to shape your choices and routines. For example, if you struggle to stick to a morning workout, you might lay out your gym clothes the night before and place your sneakers right by your bed, making it harder not to exercise than to follow through. Or if you find yourself getting sucked into social media when you should be focused on deep work, you could use website blockers and turn off notifications during designated intervals. The key is realizing that discipline isn't something you have, it's something you build through repeated reps in an environment that supports your goals. Willpower gets you started, but well-designed defaults and triggers keep you going. As you optimize your surroundings to enable your best habits, productivity becomes less about gritting your teeth and more about riding the current of your own momentum. Let's explore how you can start harnessing these principles to revolutionize your own productivity, starting today. Practical, schedule makeover, optimizing your day the expert way. Ready to radically boost your efficiency and output? Try this potent productivity overhaul. 1. Audit your current schedule and routines with brutal honesty. Where are you leaking time, energy, and focus? What activities or habits sabotage your progress and performance? Write them down. 2. Now, imagine you're a productivity consultant hired to optimize your day for maximum results and ease. What would you advise yourself to start, stop, or restructure? Jot down your top recommendations. 3. Using these insights, design your ideal day blueprint, a template for how you'd structure your waking hours for peak efficiency and effectiveness, while honoring your natural energy rhythms. 4. Allocate your most mentally demanding, high-impact tasks to your personal, prime time, the hours where you have the most focus and creative juice, usually first thing in the morning. 5. Batch similar activities together to reduce attention residue and create concentrated periods of deep work. This might look like blocking off a solid 3 hours for content creation, rather than switching between writing, email, and research. 6. Schedule regular breaks to recharge your cognitive batteries and prevent burnout. Aim to unplug for at least 10 to 15 minutes every 90 minutes, using this time to hydrate, stretch, meditate, or connect with nature. 7. Identify your top distractions and build systems to eliminate them. This could mean installing website blockers, turning off phone notifications during focused work blocks, or finding an accountability buddy to keep you on track. 8. Look for habits and routines you can put on autopilot to conserve willpower for high-impact decisions. This might include meal prepping healthy lunches in advance or laying out your clothes the night before.